Right. Often when you're singing in live performance, you'll be using a mic. Here's one I prepared earlier, okay? It's got funny legs. Okay. So I'll just give you a couple of really quick tips to rough you in on how to use a mic if you've never done so before. So the first thing you want to do is make sure it's turned on, obviously, okay? You'd be surprised at how many singers come on stage and start speaking without first checking if their mic is on. It can be awkward for you, you know? So there are two easy ways to check if your mic is on. If someone's handing you the mic, okay, just pretend someone's handing me, don't assume it's on, even if they've just finished speaking, right? Because some people trip out and out of habit, they flick the switch to off once they've finished introducing you or whatever. So as they hand you the mic, very gently run your fingernail over the ball part that you speak into before you speak into it, and listen for a scratching sound that will come through the speakers. If you hear it, great, mic's on. If not, go to step 2, all right? Okay, step 2, look for a switch that's often on the stem of the mic and check whether it's in the on or off position. I feel like someone from IKEA or something. Obviously, if it's off, flick the switch, okay? If the switch is in the on position, just trust that it is in fact on and that you may not have scratched your fingernail, you know, across the top hard enough. Okay, there is actually a third step, but it's more of a backup plan. If you speak into the mic after all that, and for whatever reason, the sound guy has turned it off or turned it down, stay calm and be gracious and professional. Try not to giggle like a teenager, and whatever you do, don't throw a tantrum like a 3-year-old. Be professional. Signal the sound guy and wait for a response, all right? Your audience is much more patient than you might think. They'll understand. Okay, next, holding the mic while you're singing. As you may know, mics pick up everything you say into them and nothing you don't say into them. So if you're moving your head around while you're singing, that microphone needs to stay right in front of your mouth. Okay, granted, some mics are much more sensitive than others, but to be on the safe side, especially if you're using a mic you've never used before, keep it in front of your mouth whenever you're singing, okay? Otherwise, you'll get something like this. Someone like you found someone like me, and suddenly nothing would ever... Okay, you can hear it's warping, right? Okay, so the other thing you should know is that if you're singing a song that has a wide range of vocal dynamics involved, you need to adjust the distance that you hold the mic from your mouth. So if I'm singing fairly quietly, I'd hold the mic pretty close to my mouth like this. I heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord. All right. However, if I'm doing a big high note or I'm singing a crescendo or something and I leave the mic in that position, listen to what happens. It goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, and the major lift. Alright? So, you know, it distorts. So instead of keeping the mic close to my mouth, I need to pull it further away from those bigger or higher or more powerful notes like this. It goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, and the major lift. Okay? The other thing is, when working with a mic, is how it can affect your gesturing. For example, if you hold the mic in your right hand for your entire performance, a couple of things are going to happen. One, you're only going to have the left hand available for gesturing. And two, you could be masking yourself or closing your body off to your audience while you're moving around the stage. However, both of these issues can be easily avoided. For example, if I'm walking this way and my mic is in front of my body is no longer open to my audience and I lose a sense of connection with them. However, if I change hands, suddenly I'm more open and I'm providing variety in the hands I'm using for gesturing. But what if I'm just standing still? If you're planning on performing your song from just one area of the stage, then it's important to still mix it up in terms of which hand you're holding the mic with and which hand you're gesturing with. So in a song like Hallelujah, I might sing the opening phrase with the mic in my right hand like this. I heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord. All right? And then when I sing, but you don't really care for music, do ya? All right? So I might just casually change hands. So we got, David played and it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do ya? Oh. All right? Again, be sure that you don't overdo it and change hands all the time because it's distracting for your audience and simply makes you look unsettled or insecure. Okay? It's like when we're nervous, some of us tend to fiddle, and this is what changing your mic hand all the time can be perceived as nervous fiddling. So finally, how are you holding the mic? If I'm singing a classical song, do you think that holding the mic like this fits? Mio babino caro, mi piace, you know, you get it. So probably not, yeah? All right, so in this case, something like this would fit better where I delicately caress the microphone, okay? The former handling of the mic would be better suited to more contemporary songs and performances, okay? Remember, you've got to coordinate all areas of your mental, emotional, vocal, and physical performance to suit the style you're singing in.